What's going on, boys and girls? Today we're going to be doing a butterfly chicken in a cast iron skillet. This is going to be a really good recipe. I think I've already done it before, but I do so many recipes I can't really remember what I do and what I don't do. But if I've done it before, it's just going to be a refresher. If I haven't done it before, you're going to love this recipe. All right, guys. Normally, for a 3 pound or 3.5 pound bird, I would use this size cast iron skillet. But we got a 6 pound bird, so we're using the big cast iron skillet. We're going to preheat the oven to 500 degrees. Yes, 500 degrees. It's not going to stay on 500, but we're going to preheat that and let that go for about 30 minutes or so that that cast iron is cooked. It's warmed up thoroughly. While the cast iron is warming up, we've got about a 6 pound chicken right here. Now, normally I'll get one that's a little bit smaller here, and I've cleaned it up real good and taken out, the innards, the neck, the liver, the gizzard, and the heart there, because we're going to use all of that, and we're going to butterfly this chicken. I'm sure I showed you how to butterfly. Spices are going to include some mustard powder, onion powder, white pepper, Italian seasonings, garlic powder, paprika, Himalayan pink salt, some minced garlic, some olive oil, not tea, we're not going to use tea bags, and we're going to use a little bit of lemon juice. Alrighty, if you've never butterflied a chicken before, butterflying a chicken is an easy process. Basically what you're doing is you're taking the spine out, and it has a little line that you can pretty much follow all the way down. Now you can do this with a knife too, but we're going to do it with a pair of cooking shears, and I just go right beside the neck, just cut here all the way down to the tail. Again, this is a bigger bird, so you got to use a little force. You do the same thing on this side right here. And you're just following the spine pretty much. You don't want to go right in the middle. And see, it comes right out here. I'm going to take that out. Now, don't throw it away because you're going to use that right there. Now you're going to take a knife, and there's a little bone right here that you're going to cut so that you can split it. And then you're going to take this bone out right here. I usually just take my fingers. Now, if you don't like touching chicken, then wear you some gloves, guys. But I take my finger and go right down on the side of this keel bone here, and just take it out. Usually it comes out better than that. Usually I just kind of peel it out like that. Then we take the wings here and we fold those over like that. Fold that one over like that as well too. And then now we're going to start our seasoning. Now your seasoning preference is totally up to you, but what I'll do normally is I'll put a little salt, and you can get all down into these crevices right here, because this is the part of the chicken that hardly ever gets seasoned. You can take your little bit of paprika, and again, just kind of you can be generous with it if you want to. You don't have to. Okay, I'm take some garlic powder here, not garlic salt. Sprinkle it on real good. And make sure you get this part too, because again, you're going to cook that. And I'll season the giblets, or giblets, however you say it. I'll season those here in a little bit. I'm going to put some spices on the inside. This is going to be real flavorful. Guys, I'm going to tell you, this comes out good even if you just use salt and pepper. Use some mustard. I just kind of know, oh, that wasn't mustard, that was white pepper. Ooh, that thing's going to be spicy because I used a lot of it. White pepper is hot, y'all. This is our garlic powder here. Now here's our mustard here. This is a new bottle of mustard, so it's hard to get it out sometimes. All right. Now we've used everything. I didn't put any paprika on this right here. And I don't think I put any salt on it either. Okay, put a little bit of salt on it. Okay, now you want to kind of pat that in there. And you can do the same thing to the other side, guys. Now the other side, we want to make sure it's nice and dry. So we want to pat it a little bit. Make sure it's nice and dry. Guess we could treat that side as well. And you're basically going to do the same thing. Now, I'm going to use cooking spray on this side right here. So we're just going to use a little bit of cooking spray on this side. And we're going to season this side up as well. The same seasonings, you know, your mustard. You get the mustard out. And I'm not going to show all of this because you saw how I did the one side. Alrighty, we've taken that big pan out of there at 500 degrees. We've lowered our oven down to 450. Now we're going to lay our chicken breast side down here. Just be careful here. And it's going to hear some, you're going to hear some sizzling. And go ahead and put your giblets in there as well too. Your neck. Again, we seasoned up everything, y'all. And it's cooking. And this is going to go in the oven about 30 minutes. Ooh, look at that. That kind of passed gas, didn't it? Passed gas? Not passed gas. This is going to go in the oven for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to flip it. All right, now I know you've been wondering what we're going to do with the olive oil and the garlic and the lemon juice. We're just going to make a little bit of a marinade. We're going to take a couple of tablespoons of this garlic here. Maybe a heaping tablespoon here. This is just minced garlic. We'll take some olive oil here. You could use any other type of oil as well too, guys. Like if you wanted to use avocado oil, you could use that. Take a little bit of lemon juice. Just about half of a tablespoon. Mix it all up. Our chicken is ready to be turned, so we're going to take it out of the oven, and then we're just going to coat this on the other side. We're going to flip it. Alrighty, we just took it out here, and we're going to flip this baby. Trying to do this without making a mess. You see, it makes its own juices here. Well, Tracy. All right, give me a second. All right, let's try this again. Get the tongs out here. There we go. Oh, I didn't want that to happen. Just gonna put that over. That just tells you it's done, guys. All right, I'm gonna put that over there. We're gonna take some of our marinade here. Move our skin back here and just spread it all over the chicken here. This is just going to give it an extra little bit of a flavor here. And we're going to go back in the oven about 10 minutes. Just get it up there as much as you can and just kind of spread it all over here. I won't even worry about those right there. Those are just going to be good anyway. All right, we'll go back in the oven. 10 minutes. Hey, what happened? All righty, that's been about 10 minutes there. We want to make sure that it's done. Want it to be 165 in the breast and about 175 in the thigh. All right, the thighs are close to being done. The breasts aren't done yet, so we need to go a little bit longer. All righty, for sure it is done now. We're going to let this rest for about 15 to 20 minutes, and it is done. And we're going to carve it up, give it a taste, and guys, it always comes out good. Now, when I do the 3-pound bird, that bird takes about 30 minutes. This one, because it was a little bit bigger, this one took about maybe 45 minutes or so. But the skin is nice and crispy, and you want it to kind of cool down before you start cutting it, and we're going to see what it looks like. All right, guys, it's been about 15 minutes. We're gonna let it cool down. We have let it cool down. Now we're gonna cut it up. And for y'all that have never cut up a chicken, this is the way I cut up mine. I usually cut off this, and this right here, this literally fell off a little while ago when I was cooking it. So that just tells you that it's tender. And then I will make a cut across this area here. And I'm just using, this is just a regular steak knife. That just shows you how tender it is. See, it's cooked in there. It looks good. And I just ate the fat. That is so good. But look, see how this cooked all the way through? Making, cut down the center to cut the breast off. And then you can come across here to cut the wing off. As you drop the knife on the floor and grab another knife, you want to try to go through the joint if you can. On that side right there. And see, that side is cut off. You got the 4 pieces over here. You got the thigh, the wing, the breast, and the leg. And you do the same thing on the other side. All right, just wanted to show you here how it's all cooked through. You don't see any pink on it here. No pink at the joints on either side. Now you can take that part right there off, the bone part. You don't see any pink there, even on this side. So it's cooked thoroughly, guys. No pink on the thigh, no pink on the leg. So we know it's going to be good to eat. I've tasted a piece of the fat. Fat's always good. So that's how easy it is to do a cast iron skillet chicken. You guys should try it at home. So comes out real good. Again, if you don't have a big giant cast iron skillet like I have, which that thing is very heavy, so if you just get a regular cast iron skillet, you need to get like a 3 to 4 pound bird, because this bird wouldn't have fit in my regular size cast iron. So you guys have a great one. We'll be talking at you soon. Peace.